We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubs will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Freddie Peralta is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Digging in, George Springer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. A 1-1.
Ball 2.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
Batting second, the first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kane is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
batting third. The third baseman.
With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's got 6 RBIs in this series already, so obviously he's had a huge impact on the last few games. Now they're hoping for more of the same from him, and as someone watching this game, so am I.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. 2 balls and a strike to count. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Lance Lynn gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Here now is the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Popped him up. Therefore, it is Baez, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman.
Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
Settling in now, Brock Holt. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's got a 3 for 5 line. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2. In is Christian Yelich. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. That's popped up. Bryant ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. Still no score. stepping up to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Today's ball game provides the Cubbies with a chance. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. Second home run early in the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. Nope. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And they were able to put up double digits in the runs column yesterday, so a similar performance from the lineup would give them a good chance at least at a series sweep.
Listen, it's hard in this day and age with all the quality pitching to put up double-digit runs like they did yesterday. They'd certainly like to have some of those back if they could and add them to today's box score.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Javier Baez goes down to become the first out here in the 2nd inning. 2-2 to Jorge Soler.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Happ with a 2-1 count now.
1 strike.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch your own?
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Stepping in, Nico Horner with 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series. He's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. This pitch is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The Cubbies had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw won't get him. And the tag gets him. That'll end the inning, but they do score one on the play. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 4 and the Brewers nothing. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. He went deep last night twice.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hit in the air to center field. Happ has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Springer. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So here's Avisail Garcia to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Lynn has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're on the back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now the 3-2 pitch. High and deep to right. Yelich going back at the track. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, left field.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
I got the count 2-2.
Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Now the 2-1 pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The center fielder.
2 men on. 2 out, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. The 1-2. is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Schwarber over at second. Baez at first. 2 out in the inning. And another foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Garcia will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Omar Narvaez, and they'll need him to get something going here. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. Digging in now, Logan Morrison. The 2-1. And he fouls this one off. A bouncer to the left side. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
At the plate, Luis Urias. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Stepping in now, Lorenzo Cain. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Hard on the ground towards short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're down 4-0. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Digging in for his second at bat, Nico Horner. He's swinging the bat well in the series. 5 for 12 so far. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that 1-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
So now to the plate, George Springer. Back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Brock Holt now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Heading out towards shallow right. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
Up next to Milwaukee.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Misses, ball 2. A bouncer up the middle. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
In now, Keston Hiura. A little roller toward the hole. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail here 4-0. Corbin Burns will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. He singled his last time up. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is Yelich. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Second home run early in the year. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. Kyle Schwarber waits on deck. Swing and a miss as he was way early on that one. 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup.
Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
At the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. And he takes a called strike 2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Now the pitch. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
So the base is empty here with one away. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
The designated hitter.
In is Jorge Soler. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
The left fielder.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Coming to the plate now, Avisail Garcia, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, this one's going to upset him for a little bit. You make the pitcher work the way he did right there, and that's the end result. That one sticks with you for a while.
And there are 2 away now. At the plate, Omar Narvaez. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Narvaez.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it eat.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Wilson Contreras. The 2-1 home. Smoked on the ground left side, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Into the box, Nico Horner. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit.
Oh, what a play at second. To second for 1. Oh, but he beats it out.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed to second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
Two away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman Anthony Rizzo.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Garcia to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 6-0. At the plate, Logan Morrison, and he'll try to start things out here for the Brewers in their half of the 6th. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
So he got him swinging. Logan Morrison becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. And there's ball 2 now. No runs, just 1 hit, and 2 errors thus far for Milwaukee. To 2-2 now. Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. A 1-1. Is a curveball taken low for a ball.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Brett Anderson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. 2-2 now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter, number 9.
And that brings up Javi Baez. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Just hung in there on that one. Hit back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Jorge Soler. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Baez breaks from first. Pitch outside. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Brock Holt.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's another 2-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Hit on the ground out to short. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder.
And here's Christian Yelich now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Next for Milwaukee, Keston Hiura. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And the 8th will start with a bang, as this should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, he must be living right, because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
To the plate now, Ian Happ. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The catcher, number 4.
So one gone here in the Chicago 8th. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Nico Horner will be next. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Second baseman, Nico.
Ready once again, Nico Horner. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Now he's safe at third as a run will score on the play as well. David Phelps enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 41,
In now, George Springer. Lined into right, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 8-0.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Hit hard up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, make it 9-0.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Stepping in now, Chris Bryant. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. Garcia will make the catch, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 10-0 score. Throw to the plate goes right by him.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
1-1 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
So now to the plate, Javier Baez. Just got a piece of that one, perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. After it is Yelich. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate, and striding forward now is 1-1. Little chopper back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
So here is Avisail Garcia. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Standing in now, Omar Narvaez. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Brewers strand 1. All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in is the DH, Jorge Soler. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning. Corey Knebel comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Now pitching for the Brewers.
Standing in, Ian Happ. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Another try at 2-2. And right into the shift. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And that's through for a hit.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Nico Horner.
At the plate, Nico Horner. And it's 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Kane is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for the Cubs, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. And that'll bring forth Luis Urias, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Grounded to the right. Rizzo was there. Throw to first will take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out. Striding into the box, Brock Holt. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
3-1 to him now. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And that's in there, base hit. So the 2-out hit will bring Christian Yelich in this inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian.
To the plate now, Christian Yelich. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Pulled toward right center field. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. The Cubs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Lance Lynn gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Freddie Peralta was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of